What is up, guys? My name's Yen. My name is Yen. I play simulation games. Did you see what I did there? Okay, guys, we have some tea because we all know the new Werewolf trailer had just dropped recently. And honestly, I have some things that I really want to talk about and cover. So, we do know that it's official. We are getting werewolves, and everybody is pretty excited about it. I mean, the community is going crazy. Some good, some bad, some a little bit in between. But again, of course, at the end, I will get into my own opinions about this. Now, we do realize that they just dropped their build and buy items and as well as their create a sim. Now for the build mode items, I don't know how I actually feel about it. I do feel like it goes along with Stranger Things. I mean, top notch perfectly. If you guys are into, not, I keep saying Stranger Things, I mean Strangerville. My apologies, y'all. And then they also recently dropped the create a sim part of here too. Now here's the thing with the hairs, I'm not so interested in, and again, I do think this is very much female driven. It could go into a mix of like gender neutral, but at the end of the day, I do think they definitely catered towards female create a sim, which kind of sucks because they also just did that with the chic pack that just came out, the Moonlight chic pack with the kit. And I just think that it's very consistent that they've just been doing straight up just female create a sims. They need to have a pack or something designated solely for the men, because I do feel like they're getting left out and it's getting like a little bit ridiculous, because it's like, come on guys, I know you guys have the you guys can do it. What's going on? I also want to get into, of course, I know you guys probably seen this a lot by a lot of other sim creators, but they definitely just gave an overview of what's really happening. Like, once upon a time, Moonwood Mills was filled with bustle and, you know, the sound of the nearby lumber mill. They really go in to describe exactly what's going on with these werewolves and, you know, basically the backstory of the entire lot. Now, I do think this is cool because obviously it adds gameplay. So, like, when you know more information about the world, I do think it's, like, helpful to, like, actually start, like, a gameplay with it. I'm very into gameplay. I know a lot of people just play Sims for creative sim purposes, which is totally understandable. But for me personally, I really do love, like, you know, finding that whole story behind just your, you know, just for the game. I do really enjoy playing The Sims. I just wish they did have a little bit more gameplay, but luckily I have a CC and mods, and not everybody has access to that. So guys, I still stand by my CC and mod. I mean, I still stand by my console players, because honestly, it's not right. They need to get it together. But obviously they go more into detail, and then they did reveal that soon they are going to drop a live stream of, you know, basically the whole gameplay and what you can do and all that stuff. I did want to talk about what this video is actually about, which is Island Living. Now, as you guys know, Island Living was an expansion pack that recently dropped not too long ago. Well, actually, pretty much, yeah, it did drop a while ago. But it was basically catering to mermaids, and everybody was really excited about it. We finally got the beach. A lot of people actually was wondering if it was going to be like similar to Castaway, but it wasn't. It was just, you know, Sulani vibes. And although I really did love this pack, I was so interested in, like, oh my gosh, we're going to get mermaids. Everybody was really excited about the whole mermaid feature. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because they hyped it up just like they're doing with the werewolf situation, where, you know, they have the key features. Oh my gosh, you can do this, you can do that. You can even have traditions that run deep on Sulani. And everybody was really excited about this. But I think the most important thing that people were excited about were the mermaids. Now, of course, when this recently first dropped, everybody was like, oh my god, we're going to get Castaway vibes. But it was like, no, it was more like just regular, you know, island. And but they did hype up mermaids, and the reason I'm bringing this up is because they're doing the exact same thing with this game pack with werewolves. Now, I know that that was an expansion pack and this is a game pack, and there's two completely different things, and maybe they could have gameplay with these werewolves, but I don't know, for some reason I really do feel like it's going to be very similar to Island Living, where it was just all of this stuff with no gameplay. Like, we got mermaids, but, like, let's be real, what can you actually do with the mermaids that you're given? I feel like it's very bland. There's not really much you can do and base off of, and I don't know, I'm a little worried about it. I did go into, like, the other expansion packs, and, like, if you guys noticed, like, you know, after each pack that's been coming out, the gameplay has just not been there. Maybe the creative sim, maybe the build and buy, but as you guys continue on to each pack, the gameplay just gets worse and worse. Now, we do know that James Turner took to Twitter as formerly known as the Sim Supply. He did say that he had a lot to do with this pack as far as working on some things, like working on the lots, which is really exciting, because we all do know that when My Wedding Stories had dropped, you know, not a lot of people were very into it because it was just filled with bugs and issues and bugs and issues. I mean, it was so bad it even broke base game, and I know a lot of people Honestly, there's a lot of controversy behind this. Again, how they banned it in other countries, and you know, it was just a whole thing that happened with this. And honestly, till this day, my Wedding Stories pack still does not work. That's probably one of the worst game packs they have ever dropped, and people were a lot, like, you know, pissed off because they spent their hard-earned money. And I do agree that when people spend their hard-earned money on things, it needs to be delivered. Like, The Sims promise has empty promises with these packs, and then they deliver, and then it's like the bare minimum or nothing. That's why I'm a little confused on like some of the build and buy mode items that just recently came out with the werewolves. I don't know how I really honestly feel about it, because I do feel like they could have been better. And again, you guys see my Wedding Stories pack, there's a lot of animations that we did see in the trailers, and again, in these werewolf packs, we see a lot of things that are going on, and I just don't want the community to get too hyped over something. I mean, even in the trailer, they literally do say not everything you see in the trailer is not in the game, which is kind of bogus, because it's like, why would you even put that in the trailer to begin with and get your community hyped up for what? So I do feel like a part of me is like, okay, you know, I want to be excited, but you know, as of recently with my Wedding Stories pack, and then also with, you know, the gameplay with Island Living, I just don't even know how I really feel about it, and I'm honestly a little nervous. So I'm not gonna like be too hyped. I'm not gonna get my hopes up too much, but we'll see. Maybe when the live stream drops, I might have a different opinion on it. But as of right now, I'm a little concerned about what is gonna be the actual gameplay of this. Do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments. Is there gonna be enough gameplay for you guys with this pack? Do you guys think there is gonna be gameplay? Do you guys think it's gonna be like one of those things where like it's Strangerville, where you play it for like 10 days, and then all of a sudden you just stop because there's nothing really else to do with it? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You guys let me know down below in the comments what you guys think about that. Again, I do have my opinions, and I think throughout, like, the more information that drops, the more maybe it'll change. But as of right now, I am a little worried about everything. Now, I do realize that they did have some like special, like, where they change it to, it's very cartoony. I know there's a lot of controversy about it. And people not really liking the way they look. They say it resembles Cats, for like the musical, like they dropped in like it was a movie. And I can definitely see why. I don't like the cartoony vibe, but you know, maybe it will grow on me as like it'll continue. It definitely fits the Sim 4 aesthetic as far as like their graphics and what they're able to actually like make everything make sense, like Max's Match and all that stuff. Because I do feel like they could have honestly went a little bit more serious with the werewolf look, but I do feel like it would have been going more into Alpha CC rather than just being Max's Match, which is what they usually do. So I don't know. I have like, again, mixed feelings about this whole situation, but I really am curious to hear your opinions, guys. Again, I don't have a lot of Simmer friends, and I love hearing what you guys, you know, I love hearing what you guys have to say about it, because again, I love hearing opinions on this whole thing. And I just, you know, I don't know a lot of people who play The Sims, and I get excited when we're talking and, you know, amongst ourselves. Well, more like chatting, because all I can do is, y'all know what I mean. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, give it a like, thumbs up, all that jazz, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.